Hello, my name is e.j.shaw. I'm in the Department of Geography and Environmental Science at the University of Reading. I'm a soil microbiologist and biogeochemist, so my research focuses on understanding the role that soil microorganisms play in the biogeochemical functions of soil that underpin the provision of ecosystem services supplied by the soil that sustain life and also regulate climate. So many of the functions that soil provides depends upon the way that microorganisms decompose organic inputs into the soil system. So these inputs might be crop residues, or they might be waste as a result of waste streams from other industries, such as the biorefinery industry. And so on entering soil, organic inputs are decomposed and microbes make a decision about how they allocate the carbon in those inputs, either to respired carbon dioxide, which ends up in the atmosphere, or to making new microorganisms, or to making products that are exuded or secreted outside the cell. So this is a key control point in terms of influencing the balance between respired CO2 and what ultimately becomes soil organic matter, and also the quality of that organic matter once it's formed. So for the purposes of this PhD project, I've teamed up with colleagues from the Centre for Ecology and Hydrology, who have a site just down the road in Wallingford, the Royal Horticultural Society, who are based at Wisley, and also the Environment Agency. And we've all come together as a supervisory team because we have a keen interest in this microbial allocation of carbon, the factors that control it, and then the consequences of that allocation for environmental sustainability. So we think it might be a key control point that can be manipulated. And indeed, Mark, the supervisor from the RHS, has already shown that through adding a carbon-rich product from the biorefinery industry, so this is a climate-smart product, to soil, can help to redirect microbial carbon resources to extracellular products, to sticky substances that may help soil bind together to form aggregates and therefore to stabilise soil structure. And we think this will have lots of wider benefits to soil functioning in terms of water retention, the protection of carbon in stable forms through these aggregates, and also through the regulation of other greenhouse gas productions. So even though we suspect these benefits, these have yet to be demonstrated in different contexts and at different scales, and we also don't fully understand what the dependence of these engineering approaches through adding different amendments to soil depends upon the microbial context, so the microbial communities that are present, and also other environmental factors, as well as the quality of the inputs that we add. So this is where this PhD comes in. So the overall aim is to understand the extent to which organic matter quality can be manipulated through manipulation of organic inputs to soil, and understanding the microbial and environmental factors that influence this manipulation. And this is ultimately for benefits to the plant soil system and to climate. So this PhD project would suit anybody with a background in ecology or biology or microbiology or environmental chemistry or environmental science. It's a collaborative project, so you get to benefit with working with both academic and industrial supervisors. You'll get training in microbiology and biogeochemistry techniques, both doing laboratory work and doing field work. And indeed, the RHS have pledged some case support to this studentship to help fund a placement with them at RHS Wisley, where you will get to communicate the findings from your PhD, as well as to collaborate on field work. And similarly, the Environment Agency also have the option to collaborate with them on larger scale field work on the South Downs, and also to work with their evidence teams to help to produce a briefing document to them on the outcomes of the PhD work. So if you're interested, please do have a look at the further details that are online, but also do feel free to email me to ask any particular questions that you have.